Hello, it's the last week of March, for real this time, and we are wrapping up our series on individuality, and so this month we are talking all about the greatest commandment that God has given us, and that is to love one another. So I want to walk through the activities with you for this week. So for first grade, the first thing that you're going to do is play a little game of hot potato. I will have some hearts in the rooms, but for now, just for my example, I have an Easter egg because our office is inundated with Easter eggs. So you're just going to have them pass this around, play music on your phone or the music. There is a CD player in the room. But you're going to do this, and whenever the music stops, they are just going to say the name of someone that they love and a reason why they love that person. So that's like a super easy way, but just like to get them moving a little bit and active. You could play this as parents are picking up even. That might be like a great activity for that time. The other thing that they're going to be working on is some door hangers, and these are made to put the child's name on here, and then it says like Jill is fearfully and wonderfully made. And so it's just a reminder for them so they can color this and have fun reinforcing this idea that we are made to love and to be loved. And then there's some discussion questions as well. So that's all for first grade. And then for second grade, one of the activities is on a whiteboard, going over some different laws or rules that God has given to us. And so I wrote those down on my whiteboard here. Ignore our traffic patterns for Easter. But here I written down some laws like don't kill, don't steal, don't covet, don't worship other gods. And then you're going to talk about what is the greatest commandment that God has given us. It's to love others. And so the point is to write it over all these other things so that they understand that it really is the greatest commandment. God does make that very clear. And so you can continue having that conversation and talk about how sometimes it's really easy to love others if they're like us or they're kind or different things. But sometimes it's really hard to love others when they're maybe annoying or mean or they've done horrible things. And so why we should really exemplify God's love. Still, another activity we have is this, push this out a little bit so you can see, are these cups. And I don't know if I have them in the, I don't think I do. L-O-V-E. And the point of this is a little love pong. Oh no, that sounds sketchy. Anyways, you're going to have a ping pong ball, and they're going to get to bounce them into one of the cups. Each cup has a question in it, and then whatever one they get it in, you're going to ask them a question. How do you know someone loves you? And so they can give their answer. And the thing is, you can do these questions over and over because they're kind of questions that can have multiple answers. Give an example of something you can do to show love. You can show someone that you love them. And so there's different things like that. So you can play this game with your kids. It's an active game, but interactive and focusing on answering the questions that have to do with the lesson. You also have some discussion questions for second and third grade. And just as a reminder, if you can, take a few minutes to pray, whether it's at the beginning or the middle or the end of your group. I think it's just really valuable to take that time to pray together. And it always surprises me. I don't know why it should, but how many kids like to pray. I always lead a second and third grade boys group on Saturday night, and every week I have to only pick 3 people because I have so many of them offering to pray. So that's an exciting thing to me. So make sure you don't miss out on that opportunity with your kids. I know at the busier services, sometimes that can be difficult because of the volume. Remember, you can always sneak out into the hallway or find a quiet little spot out there that you can do your group in. All right. Thank you guys so much for all that you do, and have a great week, and I'll see you soon.